Narcissists, masters of manipulation, always want others to believe that they are the center of the universe. But have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden behind that flawless mask? Could it be that deep inside, within the person who seems almost invulnerable, are layers of insecurity, fear, and pain? If you're curious about these mysteries, join me on a thrilling journey to uncover one of the most fascinating yet terrifying codes of human psychology, the manipulation and fears of the narcissist. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now to avoid missing any videos in this psychological analysis series. Together, we'll delve into the psychological depths of narcissists, exposing the weaknesses hidden beneath their polished exteriors. So are they afraid of being exposed, losing control, or is there something else driving their constant state of anxiety and unease? Get ready for shocking revelations and insightful analysis of the inner world of narcissists. It may seem that narcissists aren't afraid of you, aren't afraid of being caught, aren't afraid of lying, and aren't afraid of manipulating. So they are outstanding actors, wearing a perfect mask that presents an idealized version of themselves to the world. So this high level of confidence often makes them appear invincible. But what's the truth? Are they truly immune to all fear? Not at all. Beneath that solid facade lies a person just like everyone else, filled with insecurities, vulnerabilities, and fears. The perfect mask they wear is a fortress they've constructed to hide their true emotions, to escape guilt and the shame buried deep within. They don't dare to face their true selves for fear of judgment and rejection. They create an image of being untouchable, as if they were superheroes incapable of being hurt. But this is merely an illusion, a defense mechanism used to evade negative emotions. They blame others, lash out, and manipulate to protect their fragile ego. In reality, narcissists are no different from the rest of us. They crave love and acceptance. But it's these invisible fears that trap them in a cycle of delusion and manipulation. First, they will eventually be exposed. Think back to the first time you met them. Did it feel as though you were destined to be together? They started their love attack with the sweetest weapons, flattering words, romantic gestures, and unexpected gifts. They lavished you with compliments about your beauty, intelligence, and uniqueness, making you feel adored and admired. They painted a glorious future where the two of you would build a happy home together. They promised to sacrifice everything, to overcome any storm, just to give you a better life. They made you believe that you were meant for each other, that no one in the world could understand and love you as much as they do. You felt like you were in a fairy tale, lost in a romantic haze, wholeheartedly trusting in the love they professed. But in reality, this was part of the calculated love-bombing strategy, a sophisticated manipulation tactic often used by narcissists. Speed is a narcissist's weapon. That's why they can easily draw you in so quickly. They want to pull you into the relationship as fast as possible, to win you over immediately. They don't want you to see their true selves. They may even bind you through hasty marriages or early pregnancies, all to seal the deal before you have a chance to uncover who they truly are. So, when entering a new relationship, stay calm and rational. Don't get swept away by initial emotions and forget to observe and verify. Give yourself time to truly understand your partner, to discern whether their words and actions are genuinely consistent. This is the best way to protect yourself from narcissistic predators. Imagine spending your entire life building a magnificent, grand castle, an image that dazzles in the eyes of others. Then one day, someone unexpectedly exposes the truth, revealing the flaws and hidden corners within that castle. How would you feel? This is the greatest fear of narcissists. They have spent an immense amount of time and effort constructing a beautiful image in the eyes of others to hide their true selves. When exposed, they will react in any way possible to protect that fragile ego. They may become aggressive, even violent. They might resort to threats, insults, slander, or even attempt to destroy you. To them, reputation and image are everything, and they won't hesitate to do whatever it takes to protect them. Therefore, if you are considering exposing a narcissist, be extremely cautious. Anticipate the potential consequences and prepare yourself to face their negative reactions. Sometimes silence and walking away are the safest and wisest choices. Number 2. The fear of abandonment. In a narcissist's world, their ego is the center of the universe. However, that ego is not as grand and unshakable as it may appear. In reality, it's more like a fragile, easily broken child that constantly craves love, care, and validation. Thus, abandonment is their ultimate nightmare. To them, it's not simply a parting, it's a grave insult, a form of humiliation and profound disrespect. It's like a direct blow to their oversized ego, leaving them feeling deeply wounded. To sustain their distorted ego, they constantly need fuel in the form of attention, admiration, and validation from others. Imagine their ego as a fire that requires a constant supply of oxygen to keep burning. When they are abandoned, that source of oxygen is cut off and their ego's fire begins to die down. For this reason, narcissists will do anything to avoid abandonment. They may manipulate control or even threaten their partner to keep the relationship intact. They fear loneliness and dread losing the nourishment that feeds their selfishness. In the narcissist's twisted universe, love is a power play, and they must always be the victor. They will keep you in their manipulative cycle, not out of genuine love, but for the satisfaction of their own ego. To them, you are merely a trophy, a possession that adds to the perfect image they have painstakingly built. The harsh truth is that you will be discarded the moment a more appealing prey appears. But don't expect a clear-cut ending, because narcissists never accept being abandoned. They will create a tragic scene, pushing you to the breaking point until you're forced to be the one to say goodbye. Then, with a carefully prepared backup plan, they will swiftly move on to a new relationship, playing the role of the wounded victim and laying all the blame on you. It's all to protect their perfect facade and conceal the deep-seated fear of abandonment gnawing away at their soul. Number 3. Fear of losing control. Narcissists often build a meticulously crafted mask, carefully polished to make a powerful impression on others. This facade is their tool for maintaining a sense of control while concealing their deepest fears, the fear of losing power and revealing inner weaknesses. They not only seek to control themselves but also aim to control others to uphold their image, convincing those around them that they are superior, powerful, or admirable. This desire for control often leads to manipulation and domination of others as a way to fill the inner void and hide their insecurities. For example, in a relationship, a narcissist may make you feel like you are always the one at fault while they are always right. They may attempt to control you by instilling guilt, blaming you for every problem, and creating rules that ensure your dependency on them. They can make you feel inadequate, and gradually you might lose your confidence, freedom, and sense of self-worth. In doing so, they not only control their own image, but also influence how you perceive the world and yourself. To deal with a narcissist, remember that maintaining personal boundaries is essential. Try to stay grounded, resist internalizing their criticism, and don't let it undermine your self-esteem. If you find yourself getting caught up in their manipulative cycle, focus on the truth, and remember that you have the right to feel safe and respected. Don't hesitate to set clear limits and stand firm. For example, if they attempt to manipulate you by assigning blame, respond calmly and hold to your perspective, avoiding letting emotions take control. Additionally, seek outside support from friends, family, or even professionals if needed. They can help you maintain objectivity and remind you of your own worth. Finally, don't let feelings of guilt or responsibility hold you back. Your mental health is paramount. Remember, you deserve a healthy relationship and shouldn't feel bound by anyone's manipulation. Number 4. Fear of facing Oneself. Narcissists often have a very fragile sense of self-worth, and to conceal their deep-seated insecurities, they create a facade of confidence and arrogance. This facade is not only a way to present themselves to others, but also serves as a shield to protect them from having to face themselves. In reality, The fear of facing oneself is one of the narcissist's greatest fears. They find it challenging to acknowledge their flaws, mistakes, and negative emotions. Rather than engaging in self-reflection and introspection, they tend to avoid inner thoughts, shift responsibility onto others, and consistently seek to place blame elsewhere. Facing oneself requires honesty and a willingness to accept one's imperfections. However, for narcissists, self-critique can be a significant challenge, if not an impossible task. They don't want to see their own weaknesses, shortcomings, or mistakes because these make them feel less valuable. As a result, they construct a fake, idealized image of themselves, hiding what they perceive as failures or inadequacies. This avoidance deepens their self-deception, leading them to continuously blame others to escape feelings of guilt. When confronted with difficult situations or criticism, narcissists often react strongly. They may become angry, retaliate, or try to prove that others are wrong. Blaming others is not only a way for them to protect their ego, but also a method to avoid the truth. They do not want to recognize that they could be at fault, because that would mean admitting they are not perfect, something they find intolerable. The fear of facing themselves also makes narcissists dependent on admiration and attention from others. They crave praise and adoration to bolster their ego and to keep their protective facade intact. This dependency traps them in a cycle of manipulation and control to maintain the illusion that they are always right and without flaws. However, no matter how hard they try to hide, their weaknesses and flaws remain within them. And that is why the narcissist's greatest fear is facing themselves, as it means accepting the truths they are always trying to avoid. Number 5. Fear of criticism and shame. The fear of criticism and shame are two essential aspects of a narcissist's personality. For them, every criticism, no matter how minor, can be perceived as an attack on the inflated ego they tirelessly build and protect. They interpret any form of criticism as a profound insult, a threat to the perfect image they strive to maintain in front of others. Because narcissists often possess fragile egos and heightened self-esteem, they are highly sensitive to negative feedback. Rather than facing and reflecting on their behavior, they tend to retaliate or blame others. This creates a defense mechanism that allows them to avoid confronting their feelings of shame and personal shortcomings. Shame is a feeling that narcissists fear deeply. Shame makes them feel unworthy, inferior, and powerless, feelings they try to mask by constructing a superior self-image. To avoid confronting shame, they often seek to shift blame onto others, making others feel at fault or creating situations to relieve pressure on themselves. For example, if someone criticizes their behavior, a narcissist might quickly respond by blaming the other person for being overly sensitive or misunderstanding them, sometimes even twisting the truth to make the other person feel like they are in the wrong. They may use phrases like, "You're too critical," or "You don't understand me," to dodge accountability. In relationships, this behavior often leaves those around the narcissist feeling tense and pressured. Because narcissists are so deeply afraid of criticism, they create an environment where others feel unable to freely express their thoughts or feelings. So this can lead to psychological distress for those involved, as they constantly feel the need to avoid hurting or threatening the narcissist. When dealing with a narcissist in such a situation, it is important to stand firm and not let them affect your emotions. Remain patient but assertive, and don't allow them to manipulate you with guilt or anger. Confidence and emotional self-control are the best ways to avoid getting drawn into the whirlpool of negative emotions that a narcissist can create. Thank you for watching this video on what narcissists are really afraid of. I hope it's helped you gain a deeper understanding of the hidden fears that drive narcissistic behavior. By recognizing these vulnerabilities, you can better navigate relationships with narcissists and protect your own well-being. Remember, their fear-driven actions are often designed to keep you off balance and under their control. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Feel free to share them in the comments below. Let's continue to raise awareness and empower ourselves in understanding and overcoming narcissistic influences. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.